So you're thinking about selling your home and wondering about what home pricing strategies would give you the best results. Well, that's what we're talking about today, and we're starting right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Harry Moore, and I'm a realtor in the Washington, D.C. metro area. I post new videos every week, all about things real estate in the DMV. When I first started in the real estate business, there was a guy in my office who took me under his wing. He was a crotchety old man who only worked with banks selling foreclosures for them. He never worked with buyers, and he never worked with regular homeowners. He had been doing it for a long time, and he did a lot of business. He used to send me all over the DC metro area to check on his listings and make sure no squatters were living in the houses, that the pipes had not burst, and that the appliances hadn't been stolen. It was pretty spicy work, and I saw plenty of things I wish I hadn't. He had a lot of boots on the ground wisdom. The one quote that I've always remembered is, "Price cures all ills." He would regularly say that the worst house would sell if you just found the right price. But he didn't put it in such gentle terms. When you put your property on the market, you are really selling it 3 times. The first time, you have to sell it to all of the agents out there. 87% of home buyers work with a real estate agent, and they rely on the agent for their opinion about value and market position of the listings that they see online. So you want to make sure that the agents see your property and that they give it the thumbs up to their buyers. Then you have to sell it to the buyer. They're the ones who are going to sign the contract. Buyers buy emotionally. They buy with their eyes. And pricing is probably the most important tool in our marketing tool belt to get people excited about your home. The third group you have to sell it to is the appraisers. The appraiser is the eyes and ears of the bank. Since 88% of properties are purchased using financing, an appraiser will have to come and inspect the property and decide if the bank is making a reasonable investment. Appraisers make that judgment based solely on numbers and data, no emotion. If they do not see the value, then the buyers won't be able to obtain financing. So now that we've talked about the 3 times you have to sell your house to get it to settlement, let's talk about the different pricing philosophies. There are 3 basic philosophies on pricing real estate. The first one I will call the traditional pricing method, or the trickle-down school of pricing. That's where you price the property above the market value and then lower the price until you find the market. Some people call this the Dutch school of pricing. Many sellers favor this method because they are afraid to leave money on the table. The problem is that if you start out priced above the market, then buyers and their agents will know that, and they won't even bother to come and see the house. You'll miss out on the momentum of the early time on the market, those first 7 to 14 days that are crucial to a successful sale in most price segments. The second philosophy is what I call the float-up strategy of pricing. This is where you price the property well below the market value, and then let the market take the price where it will. The analogy that I use for many people is that it's like buying something on eBay. Another name for this concept of pricing is the English auction school of pricing. Most sellers are hesitant to do this. It takes a bit of a gambler's mindset to embrace the idea. The third strategy is pricing it as close to the market as possible, and maybe just a little bit on the low end of the price range. The goal here is to attract buyers from the beginning of the marketing process, to get them excited about the property so that they act quickly. The goal is to get all the interested buyers to step forward and possibly get more than one offer. One really important thing to consider when deciding which pricing strategy to use is what the micro market for that particular property is. it's essential to look at the average days on market, the average list to sell ratio, and which way the absorption rate is trending before you decide on your pricing strategy. If your market segment shows that houses sell quickly and that they can sell for above the asking price, then the float-up pricing option might be something that you want to consider. But if you're in an area or a price range where the market is slower and most properties sell for less than the asking price, then you would have to be more cautious about your pricing strategy. You also have to take into account your equity position in the property, how quickly you want to get the property sold, and what your tolerance is for risk. There's no right answer for all situations. It really depends on a bunch of different variables. Once again, having the expert guidance of a top-notch agent is crucial to making an educated decision, the best decision for you. So there you go. You've learned 3 key strategies for pricing your house to sell. I'm Harry Moore with Keller Williams Capital Properties, and I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked what you saw, please mash that like button. Happy thumbs are most appreciated. And if you know someone who might be interested, please share this with them. If you'd want to see more videos about real estate in the DMV, then subscribe and ring that bell so you'll be updated whenever new videos come out. Make it a great day, and I'll see you again soon.